5-0 win against Exeter this morning. What were your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, I thought the first half we were really, really good. Spoke about it last week about trying to be a bit more ruthless in the final third. We're getting some really good positions with the players that we've got in the under-18s attacking sort of areas. And today we took our chances. We were more ruthless in front of goal, made the right decisions, high-level decisions at times to change our mind at that last split moment, depending on where their back line is and where the defensive players are. And it's just pleasing to not just make the game close, put the game out of sight when we're so on top, and that made things difficult for them as well.
And obviously, as you mentioned, all 5 goals in the first half, but in the second half, how pleased were you with the professionalism of the group, staying focused and getting that clean sheet as well?
Yeah, that's important. It's difficult at under 18 because the boys are so young, and teams have moments within the game to maintain that defensive solidity in terms of being robust and resilient and mentally tough at times as well. So when you have such a good first half, second half is about just making sure that you maintain the defensive side of the performance when they have their moments. And if we don't score 5 goals in the second half, which is most likely going to happen, it's making sure that we actually defend the goal well, and the clean sheet for the group is really important. Also really big for Zach Grange to come into the group as a young player, work alongside Ant, who's been with the first team. So that role modelling for him and that opportunity to play a full 45 minutes for the under-18s was brilliant, and nothing really changed within the performance. So the group are in a really good moment this year so far. We just have to keep the momentum, making sure that we're focusing on both sides of the game, not just what we do with the ball, but also being a good side without the ball.
And obviously that big lead at half-time meant you could get all 5 subs on for the second half, which must have been good, obviously, with that under-17s game on Wednesday night as well.
Yeah, so some of the boys have been with the first team, travelled to Salford in the week, been with the first team like yesterday, and then travelled to the game this morning, so their week has looked a little bit different. A lot of travel, a lot of mental stress as well as physical stress. Gives us an opportunity when we're so good in the first half to make changes, give boys minutes that have been in and around squads or coming back from injury, or a younger player, and stepping up a few age groups. So that gives us that opportunity to do that. It's about pathway, it's about the individual, and making sure we produce as many players as we can. So it's also a good moment to give more minutes at under 18s level, and expose them to that type of game as well.
And Cheltenham up next on Saturday. Obviously had that big win against them a few weeks ago, so what will you be looking for next week in following up a performance like that?
Yeah, we want to just try and keep momentum of performance, really. We speak about ourselves and our performance more than anything else, and we know that if the performance is good, the goals will come, and the result will follow. So just that first. Obviously off the back of the result we had against them a few weeks ago, the game will be naturally tougher because of that reason. We were really good when we played them last time. They're actually a really good side, got some really good staff. Be a really challenging game, we know that. Our week will be a normal training week with the first team game on the Tuesday, which all the boys will watch to make sure they know what their next step is and where they need to get to. And then we'll work towards the end of the week and focus on Saturday, with in the back of our mind the Cup quarter-final game against Luton, and the Cup quarter-final game against Peterborough away coming up as well.